Well, Sound of Freedom has been enjoying what can be described as a miraculous run at the American box office in the few weeks since its release on July 4th. The Angel Studios produced film currently sits at #2 on the box office charts, sitting right behind the new Mission Impossible film. In fact, on the day of its debut, Sound of Freedom reached #1, beating out Disney's 5th Indiana Jones film. The independent film has now grossed a whopping $100 million. And joining us now is Patti Armstrong with the National Catholic Register. Patti, great to have you on today. Sound of Freedom really has exceeded all expectations at the box office. It's just one of 10 movies in history to have a second weekend sales increase over 35% from its opening weekend. Why do you think a movie like this has been so popular?
Well, it really is a mission. Real life person, and Jim Caviezel, I've interviewed both of them for the Register. They put their life on the line. This is about human trafficking, child sex trafficking, and it's really going on. They want to make a difference. They want to wake people up, get them to stop looking away and feel like this is everybody's problem. These are our children. We need to care about this. And people are grabbing onto that. And if they didn't go the first weekend, a lot of times it was because they couldn't find a seat, that it was sold out. And they're waiting, they're coming back, and it's a remarkable that the audiences are building. It's one of the few movies where the second week is even bigger than opening week. So people care because the real life person and the actor that plays him, they care.
Yeah, it really is incredible. Patti, I'm curious, what do you think about this? I mean, how are they able to take such a difficult subject and, shed light on it and bring it to a mass audience, and people want to see a movie like this?
I previewed it. I didn't want to see it. And I thought, but I need to see it. And I just had somebody tell me that the other day. It's a movie I didn't want to see, but it's probably the most powerful movie I've ever seen. And people are saying that. And Jim Caviezel, people have a lot of respect for him. He played Jesus Christ in The Passion of the Christ. And so they're saying this is something we need to do. If you care about children, if you care about the sex trafficking, then how could you not go to this movie and stir those emotions and be on high alert and realize we all need to be a part of this, be a part of the solution, and not be asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, I mean, this movie really does, and I know you mentioned it in your review, kind of move people from apathy to action. Why do you think that's the case? If you can delve into that a little bit more. And what about you? I mean, what have you heard from others who've gone to the movie? What have they said about it?
Well, we did do an article with the Register about that, how it's stirring people. And we talked to just the regular moviegoer in the seat. And we also talked to people like Kevin Wells at World Villages, where they have, they've educated over 150,000 children. Some have gotten out of sex trafficking, some they're preventing them from going in. And you've got everybody on the same page. They're on the same page with Jim Caviezel, who says, this makes a difference. And he stuck his neck out because he's had a lot of backlash from it. And so we all feel like, okay, we need to know. And so people are going and they're caring. And that's why with one of the movies with one of the reviews and articles I did, I put references on some Catholic resources. What can we do? And part of it is just being aware and alert and noticing something's not right and maybe calling the police or, contributing and supporting the organizations that are helping victims. For instance, Metanoia Manor in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, that for 5 years they've been up and running and helping victims of sex trafficking. The average age is 13. The youngest was 11 years old. He has founded that along with Father Chuck Swanson, who's the chaplain, and they are like, this is beyond our imagination for most of us. And so we need to, first of all, recognize that it's happening and what's our role in this? And maybe we don't know what our role, maybe we need to ask God, what can I do to make a difference? But the first part is making people aware and then getting them to care. And then from that point on, organizations that are making a difference.
Yeah, that's so important to mention. I mean, once you see that movie, you saw it, I saw it. I mean, you want to do something and you feel like you have to do something. Patti, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it. God bless you.
Thank you, Tracy. God bless you.